This week, we're back in Scotland's wee county of Clackmannanshire, where we explore Dollar Glen in the Oakhill Hills, failed to storm the gates of Castle Campbell, get lost in an amazing maze, and visit two of Scotland's best known horses. If you go into the woods today, you'll probably meet me and De Niro. Oh, De Niro, we'll have to edit this bit out. Today we have come somewhere suggested to us by one of our lovely friends on this, and we are at Dollar Glen, which is down that way. But first of all, we're going to see a castle. I wonder if it is that castle that we saw off in the distance. This is one of those places that I, again, have never been to. Dollar is like the middle of Scotland. You'd think it would be quite popular, but it's not. I don't know anybody that's actually visited here for tourist purposes. Let's find out if there's a reason for that or not. According to that sign back there, it's 800 metres up to the castle and it's uphill. So I'm going to get more and more out of breath. I might just see you guys again when we get there. We're only about halfway up and even the dog is out of puff. It's not a castle you'd ever want to attack, because by the time you got halfway up this hill you'd be in no fit state for any attacking. The sign at the bottom said no parking at the top for camper vans or motorhomes, but that's not a bad sized car park. I could have squeezed in there and saved myself that big walk. The sign down there said 800 metres and it feels like I've walked miles, and it's now still 300 metres, so let's keep going. There's a wee thing on the history. Let's go and have a wee look at the sign, and then I can tell you interesting stuff when we get there. They're really quite keen on the fact that you don't take your car, and it says there it's 330 metres and it is undulating with a big gradient. Return via the same route, blah blah blah. Okay, let's go and see what we can see. De Niro knows this is a gate and he knows it's going to open. He's just going to stand there like that until it does. He's a clever doggy. It's a gate. Go on in, work the handle. But he's not that bright because he's at the side with the hinges. Come on, De Niro, work it out. It's opening at the other side. There you go. Yay! Up the hill we go. 330 metres of silence from me till I get my breath back. That's quite interesting. This place is called Cadger's Gate, and a cadger was somebody who sold things. He was like an itinerant salesman that would go around really remote areas selling his wares to people that couldn't get them anywhere else. Yeah, I could have been a cadger back in the day. At the moment I'm just going to stand and look at that view. There, that is not a bad view, is it? I was going to bring the drone up, but have I gone past the castle? That's something down there. See it? It says the castle's 330 metres away, so that can't be it. Down there I see people. I think I've taken a wrong turning. We actually want to be going that way. Even by our standards of getting lost, this is quite impressive. Take two, we're going to go down the way, not up the way. That's a path down there. I think that'll lead us in the right direction. It's quite nice to have a bit of downhill. Unfortunately, that means that it's uphill on the way back. Boo! I don't think I've ever visited the wee town of Dollar. I'll have to have a look on the way back down the hill. It does look quite nice. It's quite a nice wee place. Okay, this must be the right road. There's a little ford and there is a little bridge with a sign on it for dog owners. It probably says pick up your poo, but if you need to be told to pick up your poo, you shouldn't really have a dog. This place is really nice. It's very peaceful, and it's another place I wouldn't have come if it wasn't for our lovely little channel. So thank you all for watching, because it gives me an impetus to go out and actually find places to show you. So I show you places and I learn new stuff as well. Everybody wins. It is £7.50 to get in, which is fine. I don't mind paying £7.50 to get in, but if I did get in, I couldn't really do much exploring of all the buildings because of him. So yeah, £7.50 to go and look at the garden. Possibly not. Let's go have a look at the gate. I should really have done a bit of research first, but as usual, guess what? We just jump in the van and go. And just in case you were in any doubt, it is a 4-star castle, and there is the tower house. Actually, let's see how dog friendly it is. Well, that's not very thought through, is it? Because we went in to buy the ticket because we were actually going to pay to go inside it, and De Niro has been in castles before, as you've all seen. And the guy said, no dogs in enclosed spaces. You can't go in the tower. It's like, why not? Open areas only. So £7.50 to see the open areas that you can see from the gate. Anyway, that's a stupid rule. That is. He is. It's fine. He does like an explorer of a tower. Oh well, the best laid plans of mice and men, as they say. Let's go and find something else to look at. Oh, De Niro, we know where we're not welcome. Where would you like to go now? Back in the van for a lie down, probably. De Niro, you're panting a bit. Do you want a drink? Look at that. That is lovely and fresh. It's like, no, and I'm not getting my paws wet. It's a lot easier going down, isn't it, De Niro? So there is the last look you're going to get at the castle, unless I put the drone up. But it's not really very good for droning, I don't think, because there's lots and lots and lots of tree coverage. So yeah, that is as close as we're getting. We'll go and find you something else to look at, don't worry. I wonder if the staff at Blackness Castle and Tantallon Castle and all the other castles that he's visited know that he's not allowed inside, because it's never been a problem anywhere else. I mean, come on, I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit ranty now, but dogs in open areas only, does that work for you? So, no. I can see the open areas from here. Why would I pay £7.50 to see the open areas? And what do you want me to do? Leave the dog standing at the bottom of the tower while I go up for an explore? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Castle Campbell dates back to the 15th century. Originally it was called Castle Gloom, which is a much more imposing name. Anyway, it is a beautiful castle up on top of a big hill, totally dominating the local landscape. The people that built this wanted to see and also wanted to be seen. It's also fairly difficult to attack because, yeah, you're tired by the time you get halfway up the big hill. But it does have a cracking view out over the Forth Valley. This is looking out over the town of Dollar, which is quite pretty. In fact, let's go down there now for a wee look. It is quite a windy road up to the castle. It's not too bad, but it's yeah, I hope I don't meet anybody coming the other way. Some very nice houses on this bit of road though. It's quite a posh area, I think. Yeah, look at that down there. Lovely. So this is Dollar, and that is Dollar Parish Church there, which is quite nice. And this is East Burnside, this wee road is called, and it's called East Burnside because running right through the middle of this bit of the town. Look at that. That's not a bad thing to have in your front garden, is it? There's like 2 rows of big and expensive houses with a wee burn running down the middle. Very nice. Quite liking Dollar so far. Let's go and see what else we can find. No graveyard over there, so you dodged a bullet on that one. Well, for now. And a pretty wee bridge over it. I'm trying to read what it says on that. It's some guy 1776 to 1856, I think. Minister of this parish and something of the academy. Now, Dollar Academy is quite a favourite school in Scotland. Everybody's heard of it, but nobody actually knows why. And dominating the town up there on top of that hill, there is Castle No Dogs Manor House Road. I wonder if that means there's a, guess what, manor house along here. No, that looks like the school over there though. That is not a manor house. Maybe the manor house. Let's go and see if we can find the manor house now we've started. I'm not going to film it over there because there are lots of children about, but I think that must be Dollar Academy, possibly in the old manor house. No idea. That's a bit of a guess. Let's go away from the school with the camera. Lots and lots of very salubrious looking streets in Dollar. I'm quite liking it. It's quite a nice place. Now we're going to go down onto the main street and yeah, let's just go for an explore, see what we can see in our usual inimitable style of making it up as we go along. Told you that is East Burnside, and this is a clock tower which is at almost the right time on that side and not to the right time on that side, unless they're in different time zones. In memory of William Spence, MBCM, born 1861, died 1910. Blah blah blah. A doctor, I guess. Yeah, he had patients, so he must have been a doctor. Oops. Look what we've found. I promise you this was not just put into Google Maps to find out where Dollar Cemetery was. Absolutely not. And this might be quite modern anyway, so yeah, let's go up and look at the nice church anyway. That is, is that Dollar Parish? Didn't we just look at... Oh, I have no idea. Anyway, that's Dollar Parish Church. If that sign says cemetery that way, what is that? I was just going to discount this as not being the right cemetery from our interests, but there's a sign there that says Commonwealth War Graves, and I had a look over in this corner and I can see things that look like they might be a bit older. So okay, I'm sorry, it's not going to be a graveyard episode, but let's go for a wee look. For long-term followers of the channel, we are now in Clackmannanshire again, obviously. I'm going to go and try and find that one because it says it's got a plough, which is that, I guess. A coulter and a harrow. Now, yeah, I don't know what those are, but it's, yeah, let's find that gravestone and have a wee look at it. Possibly needle in a haystack, but let's go for a wee look anyway. Not the one we're looking for, but look at that. That is, I think it's 1767. That's definitely a 7 and a 6 there, so 1767. But look, skull and crossbones and the hourglass, but look at that. That's like a builder's set square thing and some sort of, no idea. Looks like one of those water bottles or alcohol bottles that your parents used to buy when you went to Spain on holiday. You know the things I mean. I know the things I mean anyway. I'm gibbering. I'll shut up now. That one is definitely 1770 WH&MD. Right, I'm looking for this one that we saw on that sign. It must be here somewhere. And then not going to go on hunting for war graves much. Honest at all. Honest. That's pretty cool. Memento Mori. IH and IL. That's with a little heart and a shield of some sort. 1738. Right, okay. We're starting to a graveyard episode. That's not why I'm here. I've got lots and lots of other things to see in this area, so let's just find what we can find and then move on. Going to go right out on a limb here and say Old Church. I think that might be the Old Church. Is that a good guess? No idea. I think it might be. There's another one from back in the day, 1737. What's that got? Anything interesting? A skull and some crossbones, and that looks like a pair of glasses. Tell me that doesn't look like a pair of glasses, because it does, from 1737. And I was going to look at this one, which has got a skull in it, and not of 17 something again, 1790 something under the moss. But over here, with a slow pan so nobody gets a headache, here's the thing that was on that photograph over there. So skull and crossbones and a plough and that thing, whatever it may be, but a heart. Really nice heart. Anything on the other side? Might be some... oh yes, let's have a look on the other side. Crawling about in the bushes. It says it's 1759. Church looks quite imposing from this angle. That's right. Okay, we're going to go and find something else. We're not looking at this graveyard. I might come back here actually for our other wee channel, but in the meantime, let's get on and do some exploring, or there'll be no episode for you guys next week. I know some people like a bit of context of where we are. That is dollar here. This map shows you absolutely nothing, but it does show you the direction that we're heading in. There's Castle Campbell, where you can't take greyhounds, remember? If you've forgotten, you can't. There's where we are now at the church. There's also a museum and stuff here, and over there. Try and pronounce that. You've got from between now and when I get there to practice. Okay, I said I wasn't going to get sidetracked, but it is like staring us straight in the face, so let's go and say hello to whoever this is over here. Never mind the tombstones, look at the houses behind it. This is another really, really nice looking area. Those are some quite big houses. This is Aircraftman Bishop from the Royal Air Force, 1945. That's quite nice. It's good that these stones stand out, they're quite easy to spot. And I'm saying that because I spotted another one over here. Told ya, that is Private Simpson of the Royal Scots, 1940s. Yes, this is all Second World War. The graves round about it are 1937 and 1950, etc. So okay, that's enough of that. Let's go to that place I just showed you on that map. This is a couple of miles up the road from Dollar. This is Pool of Muckhart. Yes, Muckhart is the name of the place. There's a few Muckharts around here. We're in a graveyard, but never mind that. Look at the scenery. This is such a pretty part of the world, especially when the blue sky and sunshine looks a bit like that. Got to come back and do the historic churchyard trail at some point. No reason. Hi ladies, we've just stopped to take a picture of your sign. For anybody that doesn't believe me, there you are. That is Yet's O Muckart. The sign is about the only interesting thing to show you. There's not a lot else there, but yeah, it's a nice sign. Actually, it's not true that there's nothing here, because I just did a quick Google search and now we're going to go and have a look at the Devil's Mill, which guess what? Know nothing about. I'd love to know who made up all the names for the places around here, because there are some corkers in Fife. We've just had the Muckarts and now we are down at Rumbling Bridge. I don't think there's anything here to see apart from Daisy sitting there lowering the tone. I love it when the sat-nav says you have arrived and there is nothing here. Oh, the sign back there says Rumbling Bridge Gorge, so let's get the dog and go down into the gorge. He just wants to go wherever he's going. It's like, I don't care, De Niro. Complicated gate. Bend in the middle. Bend. Good boy. There you are. Rumbling Bridge Gorge. Fast currents, hazardous water, and I've just walked into the gate because I wasn't looking what I was doing. This is all very nice and once again very peaceful. It's a gorge, which means that it might be a bit... I won't let him off the lead just in case, but yeah, alright, the water is actually quite a long way down there. Okay, let's go along this way and see what we can see. It does sound like there is quite a lot of water. Let's see what we can see. Oh yeah, river is away down there. De Niro is De Niro. We'll have to edit this bit out. Right, and down there, alright, yes, waterfalls and prettiness, and wow, look at that. That is a proper gorge. Would it be far too obvious to say this is gorgeous? Sorry. That sign there says there's a path to Yet's O Muckart, but that is the other side of the gorge, so you must be able to get down here and over the gorge. Shall we go for a wee look? I think we might. Go on, De Niro, down the stairs. Okay, you don't have to go down very far to get onto the footbridge over the gorge. It is quite a deep gorge. That's quite impressive. Would not fancy falling over that. Interestingly, it's only like a few feet wide there, but quite a long way down. That has taken a few years for that water to cut that channel, I think. Looking back that way, it is, yeah, basically more of the same, unsurprisingly. Whilst we're out and about, there's a sign up there that says Bridge Viewpoint, so let's go to the Bridge Viewpoint. De Niro is, of course, leading the way in spite of having no idea where the way actually is. So that is the actual Devil's, well, not the actual Devil's Mill, but you know what I mean, that is Devil's Mill. That's quite nice. It's a pity that it's fenced off because of an unstable cliff. I'm guessing that's the bridge that we just came across. Yeah, must be. Right, we're going to keep going this way to the Bridge Viewpoint. I'm guessing that's not the bridge that you're going to go and view. But the way today is going with getting lost, it may well be. Ah, no, there we are. We're still heading in the right direction. The Bridge Viewpoint. Lead on, De Niro. I wonder if this will be the Bridge Viewpoint for the actual rumbling bridge. No idea. Let's go and see the bridge anyway. Oh, and I'll trip over something else. I'm going to end up hurting myself today. That'll be the Bridge Viewpoint then. That's the bridge that we're actually parked up on top of, I think. We just walked round in a big loop all the way along there and all the way back again. So I wonder if that is like the original bridge there and it wasn't big enough, so they built a new one on top of it. No idea. Either that or it's like a double arched for extra, I have no idea. Strength or architecture or something, don't know. All this stumbling about and falling over. You guys better appreciate this bridge. Right, there's the bridge. Everybody look at it. Look at it. Look at the bridge. You're not getting away. You're going to keep looking at the bridge, and yeah, that is enough bridge, I think. Well, I hope you're not overly excited by that bridge. In honour of Bex, who is at our work, we are now going to go and I'm going to have a cup of coffee and perhaps a scone just to annoy her. I'll send her a picture of it and see what she says. I wonder what's up there. It doesn't say private and it talks about bagging anything your dog leaves behind, which implies that you're allowed to go for a wee look. So let's go for a wee look. This will be Blair Hill, I guess. There's us, De Niro. Say hello to your public. Look. Nope, not interested. I'm guessing that behind me is an old gatehouse, which means up there somewhere there's a big house. Might have a look on Google Maps and see if we can see it. Next little stop can only go spectacularly wrong because I'm trying to get to that, which is the Witch's Maze, and I'm parked here, which is where the guides say you got to park, but there's no way from here to there. So let's, oh, now look at that. Looks like a gravestone. Oops, I might have accidentally brought you to another graveyard. I'm not going to believe this isn't planned because this is definitely not marked on the map, but it says this stone is erected by Joanne Morrison in memory of her father, and it's from 1856. Sorry. Oh, this is actually a graveyard. Ah, wow, I've just gone into oh wow mode. Look at that. I'm guessing if you're still watching at this point, we must be friends. So you wouldn't mind if we look around this graveyard, would you? It might be quite interesting. No idea how old, no idea about anything, really. Absolutely no clue it was even here. Over there somewhere is Tullibole or Tullibole or Tullibole. You work it out. Castle. So I wonder if this graveyard has something to do with that castle. It's looks like 1800s-ish. That one there was definitely 1800s. There's a few stones dotted about, but it's absolutely like, wow. I am genuinely like wow factored. Look at these. Wow, that's 1730 with skulls and crossbones and stuff. But look, it's all really nicely. David, somebody up there you can just about see, and then something Scotland. Blah blah blah. 1730. Okay, this is enough gravestones, I think. But I am going to have a long look around this place. This is amazing. Look at that. That's 1691. I think it says down there. That's this is really old and not recorded anywhere as far as I can see. Let's keep going. What we're actually here to see is a maze, but this is amazing. Ba-boom. Really was not expecting that, but that is not the maze. There's what looks a bit like a path down here, so hopefully that will take us mazewards. It's got a bit of an enchanted fairy grotto thing going on, hasn't it? Signs of civilization. There's some sort of canopy rigged up in the trees over there. That's yeah, okay. I have no idea where I am at all, as you probably guessed, but if I told you I knew where I was, you probably wouldn't believe me. I doubt this is going to qualify as fascinating television, but I'm going to go into the maze. This might be time for lots and lots of fast forwards. It's a maze, so you're supposed to get lost, and what I should have done was brought the drone, then I could have cheated. Not that way. Let's try this way. This is this could be. What if I get lost completely and can't get out again? And De Niro would be in charge of the van. One thing about having a maze like this, which I'm sure is very nice, is the The spiders' webs are, I don't think they get many visitors here, so the spiders are stringing up across the, between the, you're not going to believe how long it's taken me so far, and yet another dead end. And getting on for 10 minutes later, I am back at what I think is a start. I will like this, I should have brought the drone. I'm pretty sure I've been on this bit of path already. I should have brought some of Bexy's wool actually. I could have just tied it at the start and then left myself a trail. For children, shout out the words and ask an adult what the words mean. You could have lots of fun with that. I think right now the word is oops. I have noticed now there's like a worn path on this, so I'm just going to try and follow the worn path and see if that gets me anywhere. Oh well, that fixes that theory, doesn't it? Let's go back this way. This is probably a lot less fun than it actually looks. I think I'm going to come back with a set of hedge trimmers and create a shortcut. I've been at this for ages. I'm swallowing bugs and yak. The middle of it is over there somewhere, and if you're in a strop and like try to storm out of somewhere, then a maze is not the best place to be storming out, because it's just taking me another 5 minutes to find the exit. Grr. I'm having one last try, but I think we've been here already. This is the bit with the two paths. Yeah, I am going to sack this off and pretend it never happened. How about that? That's the middle over there. If you can see it, it says intention is everything, and that's it. How exciting! Well, there's an hour of my life I'll never get back, and I didn't even see the middle of the maze. There's supposed to be like statues and stuff, but I can't find anything like that at all, so yeah, didn't happen. Here's a bench that has got inspirational human qualities on it. Knowledge, loyalty, and resentment. I wonder who snuck resentment in there. And now, through the magic of television, it's 2 days later, and I've come across to Falkirk to visit the Kelpies, which are these big metal beasties here. And the reason I'm here is, along with all these other lunatics, I'm going to be running a half marathon. This is the first Kelpies half marathon. How bad can it be? Is there a better way to start your Sunday mornings? Almost definitely.
We'll do a group warm up together. I'm not going to wait till everybody's here. We'll get moving.
Oh well, here we go. I don't think you're missing much. Lots and lots of people getting ready to run. Yay. With some world class not looking at the camera from the two guys behind me. And we are off. As start and finish lines go for a run, this one is not bad. These statues really are amazing, and it was nice to see so many people here. A lot of people have signed up for this event. It was, to be fair, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and this is the first proper run that I've done since the Manchester Marathon, so my ambition was just to get round. Nothing else, just get back to these horses again in a couple of hours. The route of this run was a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be, and a lot flatter. You go out over the River Forth on this, the Clackmannanshire bridge, and then come back on that bridge over there, which is the Kincardine bridge. Well, it's over halfway, which is better than I thought I would be doing, but yeah, I am too old for this. And once you get back over the Kincardine bridge, you can see the Kelpies off in the distance, way over there. I would much rather just run to this horse, which was closer. It's also quite cool, but it's not a Kelpie. And you keep running, and they keep not getting any closer. Can you see them off in the distance there? I can. They're still not getting any closer. It's only when you're about a kilometre and a bit away that they actually seem to get any closer. Not far to go now. When you start off a kilometre and a bit is nothing, and when you get to this point after 20 kilometres it's like, yeah, eek. I'm now just stopping and filming so I don't have to run, have you noticed? 2 hours and just about 10 minutes later we are done. And was it worth it? Yeah, kinda. Nice medal. And that's it for this week's wee adventure. We do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, like, subscribe and all that gubbins, and we'll see you next week for more.